Hey Caitlin, okay, so this is my response to your Fast Times review. I got my copy on either Friday or Saturday, and I started listening to it right away. Um, I cannot stand His Girl Friday. Like, I can stand it. I stand it well enough that, I listen to it, but I just don't like it. I haven't liked it since I heard it, and that was weeks ago. And it's just, there's something lyrically about it that makes me twitchy, and I'm glad I'm not the only one. My favorite song is probably The Test. I After the last Midtown show is amazing. One More Weekend actually makes me think quite a bit of Toasted Skin, just the lyrically and stuff. I mean, not just what's behind it. The more I've listened to it, I'm enjoying Summer Hair equals Forever Young even more. So that's actually pretty interesting. Like, I never disliked it, but I find Automatic Eyes to be incredibly forgettable. Like, it plays, and I know it's playing, but it's like not one of the songs that ever gets stuck in my head or that's there. Like, I mean, funnily enough, it's what's playing right now, but it's just like, it's not memorable, and I find that odd. And there are parts of Rumored Nights that I swear had to make me think of I Wear My Sunglasses at Night, because I wear my sunglasses at night stuck in my head at work after listening to Rumored Nights that I walked you home most nights. And I don't know if it's just the progressions there that make me think of it, but you were saying it was the chorus that made you think of some song, and I can't think of that, but I definitely get a mirror there with those. Let's see. I thought the artwork in the book was brilliant. I'm Miss Courtney Beckett. She has a website, I don't know if you've seen it, with more pictures, and she's really good. I really like them, and it makes me wish that I had a better camera to take better pictures, but we'll see about that later. I actually think Coppertone would make a good video. Like, it'll be interesting. I'm not sure what they'll do next. I definitely bought my tickets today. My ticket, singular, today for the show. They'll be in Chicago November 6th, I think. So I'm pretty flippin' excited. And way entirely excited. I need to get my tickets for Cobra, and then I'll be broke. I need to get a job in Chicago. I move on Friday, so I'm way excited. Let's see. My Warped Tour story. My highlight of Warped Tour was probably my last 10 minutes or so. I went to 3 days. I went up to Milwaukee, which was actually probably the best day all around. Chicago, where I nearly died at the Academia show. Like, I was on the ground at least 3 times. It was that hectic. And then my best friend Katie, who I was with, kind of made that day. I mean, like, it was miserably hot, and there are miserably lots of people, and I'm sure we were both whiny, but I guess I like to blame her for that. I shouldn't, but I got so sunburned. I had second-degree burns on my nose, but it was bad. But we actually left Chicago early to come home, like, because it was a 7-hour drive from Chicago to Minneapolis, but then it's 4 hours from Chicago to home, and then 4 hours from home to Minneapolis. So we came home, slept in our own beds, and left early again to go up to Minneapolis. In Chicago, Cobra was the very first show of the day, which was a great way to start the day, but then the day kind of went downhill from there. So, and it was miserably hot. But okay, so now my story, to tell stories. We were at Melbourne, Minneapolis, and we had our Music Saves Lives backstage passes, but it didn't do us a lot of good. I mean, we didn't really use them at all, and the buses were parked in the general parking lots anyway. So we go, and Cobra played at like 5:30, then the Academy is played at like 6, so we go Cobra and then the Academy is. And Katie was afraid of getting crushed again or something, so she actually went to the car early. And she's like, we're parked in row K. I'm like, okay. So then I watch the rest of the Academy is, and then I take the long way back so I can stop by and like wish the merch guys for Cobra and the Academy is a good day off, because I'd been chatting with them and stuff. There's someone at my door. But, so, and I'd been chatting with him earlier, because, after 3 days of me, we were pretty cozy with each other. And I'd brought them cookies, so, but then so I'm heading out, and I can't find row K. I can find row A through H and M through P. And I'm kind of freaking out. So I'm kind of pacing by where some of the buses are. And then I see Jack and Ryland come out of the Academy Is's bus. And I'm like, okay. And then, I'm like, okay, whatever, really, I just want to go home at this point. And then finally, after about another minute or so of not finding row K to find my car, I go over and I get my picture with Ryland, and I get a picture with Jack, and then Jack and I are talking about Columbia and about Chicago, and we were just having a really great conversation. And I mean, I was exhausted and frustrated by this point. I mean, this was the very end of my 3-day Warped Tour tour. Then William comes up to the bus, and he's getting ready to get into the bus, and I got my picture with William, and I was wearing one of my snakes and suits, and he was telling me how it was his favorite of the new line, so it made me go really squealy on the inside. But that was kind of the highlight of my trip, because when I met him during the signing, I mean, it was a signing, so as everyone was kind of moving through and stuff. So then I actually got to meet him, and I actually had a really good conversation with Jack, and that was actually pretty cool. So that was my Warped Tour adventure, and I hope to match something like it next year. I'm not sure what I'll be doing next year, who I'll be with, but it shall be a riot, and it shall be fun. And I'm blanking. It's kind of late. I'm getting ready to move to school, but so yes, that was my Warped Tour adventure. You should definitely come visit Columbia, and I can put you up for the night, or recommend places for you to get put up for the night, and it can be a load of fun. And yeah, I guess that's about it. Yep, I got nothing else for you. So I'm going to go do another load of laundry. You have a great day or night or whenever it happens to be you watch this, and I will talk at you later. Bye-bye.